And welcome to my YouTube. Again, it is a diary of Leonardo da Vinci's complete works. There's nothing up to date, over 7 years of examining, that I have not found that is in Leonardo da Vinci's works. Not just in the Mona, in many of his works. But I'm going to kind of jump around because I'm on a new supercomputer that I got, but you're going to see if you can follow for those who have been following. And I thank you for all the subscriptions, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the end of the video, or passing the word to tell your friends to hit it at the end of the video and keep watching. That's when you get credit. YouTube don't give you any credit if you hit it in the beginning, so try to remember. Anyway, here we go. Now this area here is the mountain that is turned 90 degrees. You're going to see, this is his trick, not mine. You're going to see this particular area that's going to be of a eye, and it keeps floating through on these lines here, and then you're going to see some of these white dots that line up for his mouth, his mustache, his nose, his eyes, and you're going to see this. Now watch when you overlay this loop. It has the loop here, and when you overlay it, you get the perfect match. You'll also see the eye that floats into the darkness. Also on top of that, you'll see that if you follow his nose brim, it lines up the line. But there's tons of lines because Leo puts these lines so he makes his painting move. And his paintings move on each of the lines, and in between the lines are lines. That's how technical he is. Now, with the G that is in the eye of my man, it also lines up periodically that you can see in the images that boom, right there. Also, if you take a look at his mouth, you see that they follow. You'll also see a G down in here that goes. There's also in the mouth. So you can see the flow. Well, it gets really interesting because if you take a look at the mustache, where it flows, how it flows within, see how it flows within, and you can see these little ears. So when you get over here, you can see these tiny little dots of the ears of a snail. Well, I call it a snail mustache because it's got the little ears, how it flows. What's very, very interesting about Leonardo da Vinci's works is that he hides it very well. For instance, in the doggy, it actually has my man that's in it when you go to pull the colors. Normally he's tan, and you have to pull the colors. He's very difficult. And to prove that, okay, to prove that, we're going to show you this one in which I done, and it is of my man side by side of the doggy. Here he is here, and here he is here. Those are the two in which he's well hid. Okay, so we got that down. Also, in the hairline of my man, right in this particular area, is this. Now, who in the world can paint 18 multicolors, as you see, and it has a man hugging another man in multicolors? It is really pretty amazing that you can get all that image into something you cannot see with the human eye. What kind of talented individual could have done that? I mean, my painting has lead in it. For the reason is you know it has lead in it. For the reason is because the X-ray doesn't penetrate certain areas of it. So that is a cool little thought. Now, in the same image, which I call the Rubik's Cube man, is right here, and this guy in a different type of color that you might want to see a little bit more, that again unable to be seen with the human eye. Now, how come I can penetrate my painting, okay, done by Leonardo da Vinci, and out of that painting, they can't do it for the Mona Lisa, okay? They won't do it for the Mona Lisa, and there's a reason why. One of my theories is they don't want you to know what's in it, but they can't stop me because I own it. I own the Mona Lisa, and it is the older Mona Lisa. So the image we were doing was this area right here with the loop and in the Mona. So now you know what we were playing with. Now I'm going to show you another image which is of the same, but it has a guy in it. That is the same of the mountain that we were just showing you. That is in the Mona in this area. And when you do different layers, you'll find these images that pull out that they've been hiding. Now this image here was pulled out of a book in which they did not alter by deceiving you with photo imaging bureaus and manipulation and trying to do it a cover up like crayon on a digital. Okay, so they were trying to cheat you. Okay, you don't like being cheated, do you? Well, you're not going to get cheated with me because everything I show you is a fact. This so happens to be an image in which you cannot see with the human eye. It is an angel that so happens to be located in my woman's hand, in which I have in some of my other YouTubes, which I ask you to subscribe, and it's located here, unable to be seen. Now, who can do such magnificent work? Now, there's another image here that I want you to see that cannot be seen with the human eye again. Now, who can do this again? I know you're hearing a repeat. Well, it has to be done by the greatest artist on the planet. This is knitting. These are knits. One weave, one weave, one weave, one weave, and it's tons of weaves, and he does the nativity in this. And he's got Mary and Joseph and the baby, and he's got disciples down here, and he's got a lamb, and it continues. Now, who would put and knit something in which you're going to paint over? Magnificent, magnificent work. You can't beat that. And then over by my man's shoe, again, my man's shoe area, so happens to be that you cannot see with the human eye. Okay, let's go. Gonna start having fun. So happens to be the Leonardo da Vinci signature with the boy sitting over here, and he plays fun in it. Not only that, in my YouTubes it talks about how he signs his names trillions of times that actually makes the face of the Mona. Now, also again, that so happens to be in my painting in this area. It so happens to be, I call it the man skiing to Gumby on a lightning bolt. This particular image, again, the whole image cannot be seen with the human eye, and this is the man on a lightning bolt going to Gumby. The obvious piece on that is also it's in the Last Supper. By different layers that he makes characters of his individuals in which he lived with and associated with as pupils and friends and colleagues and that kind of love of his passing of in life that he's met. And he's also doing music and music sheets and codes out of this. And what's very interesting is this. This is where a lot is coming from, for you to understand. How can I end up with such a beautiful, beautiful painting? And if you take a look, this painting so happens to be of a doggy. You see the dog? Okay. And then this so happens to be a crown of a dress with the crown of a man, a dot and a dot, and he's wearing a robe. But these are individuals building this robe, and there's doves that build the ears of this dog. And as you can see how the dog has legs, and he loved dogs, and he uses these lightning. These are lightning Ys, And they actually stand for harmony, another code in which he uses. But each time you turn this, it turns into something else. Now, if you take a look at these one itsy bitsy dots and whatnot, these particular little dots, my woman's eye, when you pull out a penny, which I have, I'm going to show you. I'll reach over and get it. And I'm going to show you this penny. As you can see, I hope you can see this penny. And the top of the Lincoln's Head penny, the hair that so happens to float right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Let me help you. The hair line up on a penny that you pull out of your pocket would be the size of my woman's eye. And within that particular eye is all these images I just showed you. Now, this so happens to be, like I said, a dog. But these images in here, he's got clowns, and he's got flying little saucers that's running on lightning rods. These are characters. Each one of these are portraits within. You can see a person's face in here with an eye, with a mouth like a dog howling. He's got flying saucers, and each time you turn this, okay, each time you turn it, it becomes another image, obviously, in every degree. This one's really cool. Look at this. Look at this one. That is, whoops, that one has got a black eye, a bird's nose with the ears. The man's on top, and you got other men flying across the wings, like in the movie with Jimmy Stewart in The Phoenix. And each time you turn this, it so happens to be obviously flying, no matter which way you do it, as a 360. Also, if you end up looking at these are bodies with a body, a body, a body, a body. So these are long bodies being built out of little bodies. And again, he's singing and playing music with all the stars. Now, all these YouTubes in which I'm showing you of these images are truly 100% unaltered, unmanipulated, not there to deceive you one bit. This is straight from the heart. This is straight from the painting, and this is history. This is the older Mona Lisa being serenaded. Now I want you to close your eyes and think about the man that so happens to be Jesus Christ, and this is the man proposing to my woman, the older Mona Lisa, the most purest that can be of his heart and of his mind, of what he seeks of love from the greatest. And you cannot knock love. And with that, I got to tell you, I don't care what you are, who you are, where you're from. You can be from Mars, you can be from heaven, you can be from hell. You are stuck. You are stuck to love. When you got hooked in love, you're stuck. That's all there is to it. You can't get out of it. You get slapped. You get knocked down. You get hurt. But you've been loved. And you are loving. And with that in mind, that's why Leonardo da Vinci hid his works deep, 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 deep into these paintings of his. And again, this is a diary after he died. It was passed around by his loved ones. It's got his whole life from the moment he picked up the brush to the moment he died. That's in there, of every bit of his stories of life. And I'm going to tell it. I'm going to show it. And I'm going to build me a better computer than this. I'm unhappy with this one. But hey, guess what? Electronics. Good today, bad tomorrow. And with that, I want to say, listen, keep subscribing, keep up the thumbs up, keep up the notification, I want you to say your prayers. I want you to wash your hands. I want you to social distance. I want you to wear a mask. I want you to pat your mom and dad on the back because it's a short life. You never know what may happen. And with that, I say, may God bless the whole world, the whole universe, and the whole heavens. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube Kids down below that I highly recommend. It's not associated with us, but I do recommend it. It does censor. Once in a while I have to have it censoring some of my stuff because Leo loved to love. And with that, again, may God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. May have a wonderful, wonderful night. Amen.
Thank you, and I love you. Have a great day.